Yes, I. Before you watch this, I want you to know that I've made multiple throughout throughout this video. I made multiple mistakes. Like no gameplay wise, I made multiple mistakes that ended up in well, you'll see at the end. But yeah, it's this is my first. This is legitimately my first ever 100 days hardcore attempt. And I hope you guys will enjoy the next 40-ish, almost probably about 50-ish minutes. Yeah. But I am coming to you as the person that has finished editing. Well, mostly editing this video, except for putting the two voiceover clips that I'm doing right now. Yeah. uh, I grew as a player. That's all I can. That's all I can really say is I grew as a player. And well, you'll find out at the end. But yeah, that is all from me. I'm gonna let you go and enjoy the video, and yeah, just enjoy the video and make sure to consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy the content, because I plan on doing more of stuff like this, and the Destiny content may return in April, but this will probably be my last video on Minecraft for a little while. Yeah, this will probably be my last 100 days attempt for a little while. This one. Well, you'll see. But until then, keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. So, this is day one to two. No, well, actually, this is day two. I don't have the footage for day one because I think it got corrupted, but doing the normal Minecraft stuff. Um, and I found the cave on day two. Um, I only go into this cave a couple of times before I end up just leaving this area entirely. But day three and four, I'm searching the forest and picking up melons because I need the seeds to grow my own melons. And I found the gold block in the ruined nether portal, which I kind of never see again. And when I get back home, I make some armor. And then on day four, I started building a small like bridge down to the bottom of the cave. And I mined up some coal from the cave. And yeah, I saw an Enderman and kind of potatoed and panicked hard and left. But then I returned on day five to finish mining up the coal. Because I'm pretty sure I would have died to that Enderman if I looked at it. But anyways, we have a friend. And when I was trying to get down, the friend came up, so I decided to take care of him by allegedly stabbing him to death. But that's only allegedly. And then I lit up the area around this place, so I would have at least some sort of safe area. But day six, I returned to the cave to do some more mining and mined up some iron. I didn't mine up all the iron, but I mined up a couple of pieces of iron, and I mined up more coal before I'm pretty sure I left the cave forever because I never returned there. But on day seven, I found a friend. I wasn't sure. It was easier to fight him out in the open than it was in a cave. So that's the only reason why I'm fighting him now is because he's not in the cave. So I would have been fine anyways. And then we have another friend, but this time he's a bit different from the other friend I fought. I got stuck. But on day eight, I found this weird structure. At first, I didn't know what it was, but now I know that it was a pillager outpost, and I kind of got scared of it and ran away. I didn't know what it was, and it scared me, so I left. And then I found more friends, which we had to stare down for a Western stare down for a while before I just kind of left. And then on the end of day 8, I found the village where I'd be spending the next like 92 days. Well, most of the next 92 days. But anyways, I stole stuff from the villagers the next day, and I finished my house by the end of the day. And then on day 10, it is time to commit the first atrocity by killing the Iron Golem. There's a lot of Iron Golem death. I don't show all of it, but I show some of it because I know there's like I killed quite a few of Iron Golems. But anyways, I'm constructing my garden farm. Yes, my garden farm. Um, because why not? Because I needed it for because I was gonna trade with the villagers, and sugarcane is also an important part of trading with villagers. And for rockets. So might as well plant it early. So I have a good supply of it. And on the end of day 10, I finally planted down the seeds. And then on day 11, I kind of explored around the village for half the day before going out and finding this place, which was weird because I still didn't know what it was. It looked similar to the structure I found in the Badlands or the eroded Badlands, but I wasn't sure what it was. At least until I saw the pillager flags and I saw the pillagers spawn, and I just kind of left. I wasn't fighting that. And then on the towards the end of day 11, I put some of the slabs in the water so I could at least walk on it without jumping over it and kind of ruining my crops. And then on day 12, I decided to finally eradicate this small puddle on on my land by doing this. And I mean, this hole that it makes kind of is helpful later. It's very helpful later on. You'll see later. But I decided to make like a small porch-like structure in front of my house. I kind of adopted this on my personal playthroughs, but it's really nice for when you're building cobblestone walls because you can just kind of attach it to that instead of just making it in front of your house. But yeah, I started construction on the wall this day, and I think I finished it because on day 13 I'm in another village that I saw on the map. Doing some checks of their trades, definitely wanting to get that iron armor, and I go ahead and buy that iron armor. And I do some trading with the Fletcher. The Fletchers are kind of an easy money making strategy or in early Minecraft because you can sell sticks to them for easy emeralds. So that's what I did. And I did a lot of it. And I bought my first kind of set, kind of like iron armor that I put on. And I found this cave. I explored this cave more, but I kind of was scared of it at first, so I kind of left it alone for a couple of days. And I finished the wall on day 14. And then on day 15, I replaced all the grass on my floor with wood, so nothing can spawn. I'm not joking, things can still spawn, but I got rid of it because it's better to be walking on wood than grass. And then on day 16, oh yeah, it was raining on day 16. It was like thunderstorming, and I didn't know mobs could spawn when it was thunderstorming, so the creeper definitely scared me. I panicked so hard when I saw the creeper. I was like, "What? No!" But I handled him. And then on day 17, the morning was spent cleaning up things from yesterday that spawned on my land or around my land, and then day 17 is spent kind of trading with the villagers. And then on day 18, I finally built a house near that village where I was staying, where I was on day like 13 or 14. I built a house near there. And then I planted some trees by the end of the day for the sticks. So I cut them all down to make sticks. And then on day 19, I did a lot of trading. And this chainmail and iron armor does become useful, but I don't wear it. I kind of just melt it down into iron nuggets, so I can make iron ingots. So I can have more iron stuff in the early game, kind of, and somewhat late game. But on day 20 was marked by the killing of the skeleton, and there was something else in there. Oh yeah, also on day 20 I got diamond armor, which at this which clearly made me very happy because I had diamond, at least some diamond armor on day 20. Um, on day 20 and on day 21, I chopped down some trees. Also, at the time, for a while, I did not know that you had to master the armor for them to sell you diamond armor and tools. I meant, yeah, full diamond set of armor because I thought they were already mastered. So, yeah. And on day 22, I built two bridges between both villages. I built both bridges within day 22. And then on day 23, this is all I have for it because the recording on OBS did not want to record, and this is all it recorded for the entire day. I don't know why. And it was just this day. I don't know why. But anyways, on day 24, I was trying to make this villager sell me an iron chest plate and helmet. And also, I got this advancement for breeding chickens. But that was about all I did. Because on day 25, I was trying to get my own chickens. Uh, for the, I think for their feathers at first. Because I wanted to make arrows. But I got two chickens. And then I mined out more stone for stone tools. But then on day 26, I went exploring again. Again. But this time it's fun because I gathered bamboo. I gathered enough bamboo for a bit. And then I also found something unique. Crying panda, I think it's called. At first I thought they were just both the same panda variant, but then I saw the tears and I was trying to see this panda, and I noticed they were different. I wanted to go back for them, but I kind of forgot about them after a couple of days because I would have 100% went back for them. But on day 27, I planted all of the bamboo, planted all of it. Well, not all of it, but enough of it to where I'd get stacks of it. And I built another bridge from my place to the island over there where I was exploring yesterday. So yeah. And then on day 28, I did more chicken stuff. And I fed my chickens for the first time. And then on day 28, I decided to finally start at least building down towards the mine that I found a couple days ago. Because I wanted to explore it. And then I also found this ruined nether portal where I stole the lava from it. And I think this is the smelting era where I start smelting down. Yeah, this is where I start smelting down the iron stuff um for nuggets. Also, I found a friend, but he wanted, for some reason he just didn't like me. because he kept trying to explode every time I got close to him. So I dealt with him the only way I could by allegedly stabbing him to death. And then and I commit yet another atrocity by killing this iron golem. I mean, they're kind of free iron because they drop anywhere from 3 to 5 iron, 3 to 9 iron, I think. So yeah, on day 30, I did the same thing, and then on day 31, I did some trading with the villagers because I had enough crops to where I could trade with them trade with them at least a little bit, not much, but it was something. And then on day 32, I started construction on a way bigger farm than previously. And I started to create that farm by the end of the day, but it was so big that I kind of couldn't finish in this one day. So, yeah. And on day 33, I found something rare. I found a mending villager. I didn't even have to convince this man to be a mending villager. I just found him. And then I continued the farm for basically the rest of the day. And then day 34, I traded some with the shepherd because he had sheep. And then on day 35, I found even more pumpkins and I decided to take all of them because I needed the seeds to start my pumpkin army. And on day 36, the sheep escaped, so that means his life was forfeit. Anyways, and then I did some trading with the shepherd for leaving. And I also stole his the wheat blocks or hay. And I think this is me. Yeah, this is me planting some stuff. And then on day 38, I did more exploring and I found this man with golden armor. I wanted the golden armor and I was trying to convince him to give me the golden armor, but he wouldn't give me the golden armor, so he had to go. But he didn't drop the golden armor either. Anyways, by the end of the day, I kind of did more feeding the chickens, but soon it'll be time. No, never mind. It is time for the culling, the first one of many. And then I chopped this entire tree down. I kind of every so often I will come back and chop this tree down. And then on day 40, I'm pretty sure I made two of the whatever they're called, what are these things are called, the composters or whatever, because there was a bunch of villagers that fell down into the hole, and I was 100% going to capitalize on it. I do so much to the villagers. I even made a stone cutter, and then I went out and mined clay for the rest of the day, and I traded it to him. And then, yeah, here's more clay mining footage. And then I traded it all to him by the end of the day because it's a decent thing to trade because he only needs 10. But on day 41, I returned to the pillager outpost and decided to commit my first war crime. And I killed this man on his property. And also, I stole their stuff, of course. Well, I just stole the blast furnace because I needed it for another armorer. And he became my new armorer that very same day. And he sold me an iron chest plate. And then he didn't sell me iron legs, so that's unfortunate. But, you know, I can't really. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. But on day 43, I did my first massive garden harvest or farm harvest. And then I converted all of my all of the melons, well, basically all the melons into a block of melon so I could trade it all away. And then on day 44, I mined even more clay to sell back to the villagers because there was a fair amount of clay around my house, but I sold it all off. And then on day 45, I led some sheep into into a pen so I could finally have my own sheep farm. And then I mined the tree again because it had grown again. And then by the end of the day, I fed my sheep and did some light trading with the villagers. And I dropped my money on the ground. And he sold me diamond legs and armor, which upset me because I thought I could get another trade. Nowadays, 46 to 47. Well, first I found Silk Touch. Then I found this man on my property when I returned from my explorations. And I bought some stuff from him. And I never really talked to him again after buying the stuff from him. Also, I thought I could combine enchanted stuff in my inventory, but I couldn't. And then on day 48, I finally got a diamond axe. Well, I finally got it available as a trade. I didn't get it until a couple days after. But this another smelting arc. This is all I did on day 48. This is basically all I did on day 48. Is just smelt down a bunch of iron armor. Ew, and on day 49, I finally got the courage to try and explore cave, but you know, there's always issues that arise when you do that. And I mined more coal, which is always fun to have more coal. But I finally bought the axe on day 50. And then I started on another toolsmith that would eventually sell me something, hopefully useful. And then and I explored the massive cave opening in the system until I found saw that Enderman. And then I kind of panicked and left. But at least could sell him my stonemason some Dora I mined a couple days ago. And I finally combined the armor to make it like, yeah, like that. And then on day 51, I kind of raided a pillager outpost and stole all their stuff. There was only 2 chests in here though, so not that much loot, but it was a decent amount of loot. And then after that, I kind of just left and I found this cave with iron in it. So I decided to mine down to the bottom of it. But, sometimes things happen. Sometimes pickaxes break. Sometimes you can't mine the iron and you never come back to get the iron ever again because you forgot. But anyways, I just kind of left after my pickaxe broke, and I went to the other cave the next day to kind of explore it more, and hoping I don't find any more Endermen, because I kind of potato hard when I see Endermen or creepers, because I do not want to die. Ooh, and I also found this man with golden armor in the shadows. I kind of wanted it, but by the time I was ready to go down there, he kind of was gone. So yeah. And then I was shot by a skeleton and kind of panicked and left. But hey, at least the mangrove tree finally grew. But it didn't give me any plantable things, so I have to be careful with the next one. Otherwise, I may not have much mangrove wood. And then I returned to the cave the very next day to try and build my way down to the bottom. Obviously, it would not be easy because there were zombies and I kept getting shot by skeletons. This man had an enchanted bow, and I was kind of panicking because I kept getting shot by the skeletons. But you eventually gain enough confidence to go down and do some building. I mean, I got enough confidence to get down on the ground because I built down there, and then I went down there to shoot some of the skeletons and try to get them off my back. But that was the next day, of course. when there was a friend down there that kind of made me potato because I was scared of getting one shot by the creeper. But, I forgot I had a bow, so I decided to take the creeper down. The creeper goes first, and then I got the zombie too. And then I decided to fight them with my sword. But he still didn't drop his armor. I mean, it's gold armor, it's not enchanted, so it probably wasn't worth it. And then I ran around lighting up the area to make sure nothing could spawn, especially creepers. I'm fine with the zombies and skeletons spawning, but not the creepers. And I built myself a small hidey hole just in case, I get scared or something. But on day 55, I decided to explore more of the cave when I saw a friend, and I panicked and I ran back to my safe space and came back out like after a minute after that, after having a minute panic session. But what I didn't know is that the Enderman had a friend by him, and I kind of panicked again and backpedaled. And I was gonna fight him until until the trio of zombies showed up, and you know, I kind of had to backpedal again, so the creeper would lose aggro on me, and I handled the zombies fairly easily, because zombies and skeletons aren't really that difficult. The only things I'm really worried about is the creepers and the Enderman. But I returned by the end of the day on day 55, and my man was still there until he wasn't there anymore. I have no idea what happened. He just poofed out of existence, I guess. I don't know. He's gone. I never see him again. But anyways, after that weird thing on the next day, I returned to the pillager outpost to loot the chest inside of it. Um, Not much here. There wasn't much worth it. I thought there was gonna be at least emeralds. I mean, there's iron, which is good, but it's only like a couple pieces of iron, so it wasn't really worth it, but I guess. And there is a lot of I'm gonna just say this: there's a lot of pillager slang in this video, and this is only some of it. But this is all I'm showing you for day 57 because this is legitimately all I did on day 57. And then on day 58, I made a blast furnace, and I placed some beds in the pit. And on day 59, this man appeared on my land, so you're going in the hole. And I'm gonna make you into someone who's useful to me, so you can give me iron. And then on day 60, I traded more sticks to my friend over here who loves to buy sticks from me for some reason. And then I gathered some lava, sold off the lava to my armor. Luckily, I only had to sell off 2 pieces. And then on the next day, I made a massive storage area. I was gonna do it underground, but uh, you know, the villagers fell into the pit where I was going to build it. So, anyways, I built it above ground, and I replaced the floor immediately on the next 2 days with mangrove wood, because it's my favorite wood because it is red. And then I kind of built a wall around it so no mobs could get in. And then on by the end of the day, I kind of just placed some chests down so I could start storing stuff away as soon as I had too much stuff. And then on day 64, this is all I did on day 64. And then I returned to the to the cave on day 65 to do some more mining, of course. But I found this man with enchanted armor. He kind of shot me twice, so I pulled him out into the open and had a conversation with him. But for some reason, he wasn't interested in having my conversation. I don't know why. It's not like I was gonna kill him or anything. But anyways, I mined up some gold. Um, I broke a pickaxe, mined up some gold, and that's about all. No, I found some lapis lazuli, that which is good because I need it to enchant stuff, and I found some redstone, which is not as good because I don't really use it. But on day 66, I found where the creepers were coming from. There was two of them. I was panicking a little bit because I didn't want them to blow up and kill me probably. So I decided to handle them the only way I know how. And then for some reason, I found a slime that spawned in the cave, which was surprising because I thought slimes could only spawn in the the air, whatever it's called, the swamp. But anyways, I did some stuff on day 67, and then day 68, I stole the stuff from this man, which I don't think I ever used those books. And then I went to sleep. That's basically all I did. And then on day 69, the funny number, I made my own anvil for the first time so I could take it back with me. And then I placed down some beds because a funny because funny number needs to meet funny quota on that day. And then I bred the chickens. But then on day 70, I thought the idea, because I was trying to get them to make villager children, and I don't know how to do that underground. So I don't even know if they would do it underground. So yeah, and kind of placed some of that totally real grass down before committing yet another act of violence against this man. And I got another villager. I don't know how he got onto my land, but he was there. I mean, I'll take him. And then I was placing more totally real grass on day 72 before going to trade with his men. I boxed these men in so they couldn't escape because I had a child escape a couple days ago, and I bought some tools from this man, and I made a chest so I could store the useless items that I'm buying from them. And I bought some axes and some shovels from this man so he could sell me a diamond pickaxe, which as soon as I saw that, my eyes started glowing a bit. And then this is all I need to show you for day 75 because I really didn't do much besides chop down the mangrove trees around my land. And then day 76, I decided to find. This is where I came up with the idea that I wanted to do a raid on day 100. And so I started fortifying the village. But I wanted to do a raid on day 100 because I wasn't going to fight the Ender Dragon. There's no shot. But yeah. On day 77, I finally had a full set of armor. And then I continued the wall construction on day 78. And then on day 79, I'm placing down even more totally realistic and not fake at all grass. And then I committed more war crimes by killing the chickens. And then this is what I did on day 80 to 81. I was dazzled by the diamonds that I saw at the bottom of this cave. So I decided to slowly make my way down there to mine the diamonds. And I eventually did get down there. This cave kind of intimidated me because it was small, so I wasn't sure what would spawn in there, but nothing did, and I just mined up got the gold and left. And then on day 80, I finally got my first diamond, which really made me happy. And then on the night of day 80, I kind of just fought a bunch of mobs, made myself a safe space so I could run to it at any time I needed to. So and there was a gap so they couldn't jump over. And then I mined up some diamonds, even more diamonds, which made me happy. And then I think the last thing I did on this night was commit another act of violence against the people of the darkness variety. Yes. And then on the morning, kind of like in the morning, I found a zombie child, of course, that I kind of handled, kind of dealt with this man. And then I left, like halfway through day 81. I just kind of left. because I hadn't gotten enough stuff. So I just left. And then day 82, I finally finished building the wall around the area. And then I think this was all for day 83 because I farmed and did all that stuff basically all day because it takes that long. And then it ended with the 360 no scope of this chicken before I returned to the caves on day 84 to mine up more iron and stuff. And I found where all those mobs were spawning. I was wondering where they were spawning, but apparently there was this cave down here. I was gonna fight the Enderman, but until I found the zombie, and then I kind of just left. And then day 85, I built a portal to the underworld in my basement, and I lit it, and I walked into the portal. And this is a rough spawn. This is a really bad spawn. I hate the basalt. But anyways, on day 86, I did more tree mining. Exciting, very exciting tree mining. But this is all you needed. That's all you needed to see because that's all I did all day. And by the end of day 87, I kind of did some chicken culling. And then on day 88, I built a above ground villager breeder. Our well started on one. I didn't finish it this day because by the end of the day, I was almost finished with the basic structure. But on day 89, I returned to finish it and light it up so mobs don't spawn. So I don't have any zombies infecting my villagers because I don't really have the resources to uninfect them. So and then yeah, I basically just closed up the roof and it was done. And then I put down more beds and blocked off this area so nothing could get in. And I blocked off the doors. And then on day 90, by the end of day 90, I returned to the cave and I found a slime. I think this is in the same chunk of the area I was in where I found the first one, but I don't know. And I'm still surprised that they were spawning. So I kind of just took them all out because this is my first time ever seeing a slime in a cave. I'm pretty sure. And then I found this man with golden armor, and I handled him. It wasn't that difficult. And I hard panicked because I got attacked by a spider from behind while I was fighting those creepers, and I hard panicked because I could have died right there. And on day 92, I was just kind of trying to breed my chickens, and I was kind of trying because I had one seed left, and I was trying to find one to just feed it to. And then I sold off all of the feathers, which I kind of regretted. Well, you'll see why I regret it soon. And I sold off all of the chicken that I got from the cullings I've been doing. And then you get to see the full commute of how long it takes me to get between both villages and both homes. And then on day 93, I did a thing. I built an enchantment table, and that was about all. And then on day 94, it rained again, so this is a short day. I had to kill this man on my property. Actually, I had to kill two men on my property because I couldn't go to sleep because of him. And then I spent day 95, the morning of day 95, kind of cleaning up from yesterday and cleaning up some spiders, skeletons that respawned, that were hiding and didn't burn in the sunlight. But what I wasn't, and well, actually, I kind of killed him. But what I wasn't expecting was this man to appear out of fucking nowhere, and I almost died right here. I could have died. My entire life flashed before my eyes in that moment, and I just couldn't. I took a like at least 5 to 10 minute break from the recording after this because that made me hard panic. Like, out of all the situations I was in the entire 100 days, that was probably what would have killed me. If I didn't block that, I would have died. I would have been dead. It would have ended right there. But yeah. Um Also on day 95, I built my enchantment table. But for some weird reason, I was only getting level 18 enchantments instead of level 30 enchantments, and I didn't know why. So I spent a bunch of levels, and then I broke the bookshelves after I noticed I wasn't getting level 30 enchantments. And I didn't know what the problem was. So I just enchanted my pickaxe, and it was stupid because I shouldn't have done this. And eventually I kind of just realized it. Realized it was the carpet that was probably causing it. And when I mined up the carpet and tried enchanting, it turns out it was the carpet. So I kind of wasted a bunch of levels on low subpar enchantments, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. But anyways, on day 96, I made a grindstone, or well, I made 5 of them. Um, and yeah, I kind of just made 5 of them and put one in my house, and I disenchanted my diamond sword so I can enchant it with sharpness and sharpness, looting too, and mending, so it wouldn't break on me. And then on day 97, I kind of got like swarmed by a bunch of mobs. Well, mostly zombies and skeletons, which they came close to like comboing me, so I kind of just fought them off and panicked a bit. But once I backed off and took them, but once I backed off and took it slowly, it kind of didn't really matter. I kind of handled it and was a little less panicking. And then I found even more diamonds and even more diamonds on day 98, which was fun because diamonds are nice and I need them to repair my tools. And then on day 99, I was gearing up for war. Um, so yeah, I was gearing up for war the next day, and I almost immediately found a pillager captain, which was actually surprising. I didn't. His crossbow had piercing on it, so ouch. This right here is the mistake that I made. This is the biggest mistake I made it through this entire 100 days. Is getting bad omen too. And then I got some cinematic views of my base for the last day because I was like, today, enjoy this villagers because tomorrow war comes. And by the end of the day, once I entered my house, the raid started, and I went into my house and went to bed. And then on day 100, I started fighting the raid, which they kind of didn't do a lot of damage to me. Well, at least the pillagers with their crossbows didn't do that much damage to me. So I kind of got overconfident, like, oh, this is gonna be easy. And then this man smacks me. This man slaps me with like damage. These men slapped me with damage, and I kind of panicked because they did almost 3.5 3 hearts damage. And this the Ravager came in and absolutely dunked on me, and I hard panicked because I thought he was gonna kill me. But I mean, I had the shield. I was fine. I was just panicking a bunch because I didn't know how I was gonna kill it. But eventually, I kind of found a way to kill it because I kind of found the timing because he can't bash you every. He has a small cooldown on how fast he can bash. So I kind of used that to my advantage, even though I was kind of messing it up here. But yeah, I handled him. It was hard. It wasn't difficult, but it was definitely panic inducing because I almost died right there. And once I saw the witches, I kind of panicked inside a little bit because I knew it was gonna be over, and it kind of managed to beat them until one of them poisoned me, and then I just panicked and got out of there and went back home because I was panicking and I made some golden apples. I only made three because I could only make three. But this was all on day 101. But I decided to use my lava because why wouldn't I use my lava to burn some of them? I know the witches have can use potions of fire resistance, so I wasn't gonna use it against them. And then on day 102, I think I bought some arrows to deal with them. Kind of dealt with the pillagers easily, but then I saw the real problem: the evokers and their Vex, which absolutely dunked on me. And immediately I took an enchanted golden, I meant golden apple because they could have easily killed me right there. But then I tried to kind of safe spot him, but you know, the Vex aggroed me and I panicked again. And I ate my last golden apple and tried to kill them, but they kept phasing through walls, which I hate. But anyways, I took care of them, got my first totem of undying, and immediately panicked when I saw more Vex, because I was like, they almost killed me the first time. I'm not doing this shit again, and I kind of ran away, backpedaled to try and kill them so they wouldn't kill me. Also, this man got into the village somehow. I don't know how, but I handled him. And by the end of day, no, yeah, this is day 101. By the end of day 101, I kind of handled the raid, and then on day 102, I saw this, and I was like, "Oh, it's over. It's actually over." And yeah, I was proceeded to get swarmed by Vex. I popped the totem, and I just hard panicked and ran because I wasn't gonna beat them, at least not doing this. So I was kind of panicking and backpedaling, and I tried and grabbed the totem. And I tried to save because I thought the water would slow them down, and it kind of did. Because I could have fought them all underwater and just did it that way, kind of the cheese way. But I started drowning, so I decided to come back up and yeah, when I came back up to try and get back on land, I popped the totem and the Vex were still on me, and I didn't last very much longer than that. And that was it. It's over. That was all. So yeah, I died. There's there's not really much to say except for that level 2 raid that I did. I shouldn't have done. I should have stuck with getting a level 1 raid. The thing is, I had overconfidence because to be fair, I shouldn't have had overconfidence. I didn't even have full protect. I had all my armor had protection on it, but it didn't have protection 4 on it, which kind of was my downfall. And my helmet only had protection 1, and I think the Vex targeted the helmet, which is why I took so much damage from them. I'm not 100% sure how the Vex work because I this is literally what you're seeing right now is my first chance. It was my first time ever fighting them in my entire 10 plus years of playing Minecraft. This is my first time ever fighting the Vex. Because I've never really done any raids, because I've never had a pillager outpost like close enough to me where I remembered it. But I've never fought the Vex before, and this was my first attempt at fighting the Vex, which ended in my death. So, yeah. As I said before at the beginning, this is my last. Will probably be my last video on Minecraft for at least a while, because this death destroyed any chance I had at doing another a 200 days attempt, and it was heartbreaking because I think this was the last wave of the raid. I think after that it would have been over. Because at the end, I don't know if I say this at the end, but I was trying to leave the village. That's the only reason why I broke through the wall and was trying to leave, but I couldn't. I didn't get away in enough time. But yeah, I'm still very upset that I died. I mean, technically it's 100 days since I made it to day 102, but I didn't make it much further than that. Technically, I beat the challenge. I just didn't last much longer than that. It's still it's still very upsetting. As I'm looking at this screen, it's still very upsetting that I died. Cause this was a really good world. I've never gotten 3 pillager outposts in 2 villages that close to each other, and it's upsetting. I shouldn't have done. I should I have done the raid? No, I shouldn't have. Well, maybe not a level 2 raid, but I could have. I may have been able to handle a level 1 raid because I think the last wave would have been the wave before that. Before the last wave of a level 2 of a level 1 raid probably wouldn't have killed me. But yeah, I kind of knew I was dead when I saw like that fleet of 10 Vex. I kind of knew I was dead because they do so much damage. They did at least, I think, 2 hearts of damage to me. And they kind of comboed me, and I didn't last much longer. That's so upsetting, though. I mean, I will return to another attempt. It just probably won't be within the next few weeks. It may be another time, like, it may be another month before I come back. But I promise you, I will come back, and next time I will be a little more informed. But yeah, that's all for me. I don't know when the next video is gonna come out. It may be out by next Tuesday or something, because I know I'm gonna react to the Destiny 2 stuff, but that'll be it. But outside of that, there will be nothing else really until probably the 9th of April when Into the Light comes out. Or, well, around the 9th. I'm not going to say the 9th. And then after that, I don't know. I think the 100 days, I may, another 100 days or two may come out in April and May, and then in June, um, probably Destiny stuff and Luigi's Mansion 2 or Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon will be coming out on in June. So in July or the end of June, you'll see a couple of videos of that because I'm gonna be uploading it either weekly or bi-weekly or whatever. But yeah, that is all from me. I'll let you guys go on about your day, but make sure to consider subscribing and liking the vid. Consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I know only a small percentage of people are subscribed, but my goal is to get to 500 before the end of the year, hopefully, because I'm already almost near 250. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys then. Oh, wait. I may squeeze in some Final Fantasy gameplay stuff between now and then, and now in June. We'll have to see how it all plays out, but I may try to squeeze in some, if not Final Fantasy, then other games, because I really want to do Lethal Company, but, I don't have people to do Lethal Company with. And I'm not doing it solo, because, no. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you guys then. Keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.